EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Shaq, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 53, Wildville. Check your hot read. 70 Timberwolf. 53's the mic, 53, check 53. Stop your watch. 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53's the mic.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Sack, 18 Cardinal. Mike, all you get is a headache. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
A 1st down here for Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike, 53.
Derrick Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Okay, ready? 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Shoot. Jim. Half.
On play action, Allen. The receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Sony Michel with his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's out to his running back, Michel.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have carries devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Down to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready, set, 53 flight. Check, 53 flight. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The fly route works for the TD Brown.
You know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They begin with Michel on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Regular. 57 to Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Alert! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm on.
From the gun, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line.
Check safety.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Right there. Half. Watch the backer. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Double dog.
Again, they'll throw with Allen, and he'll get that to Michel, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll try and get him with Geis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
Let's go. Let's do this. Mike 56.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen to Michel on the screen. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Go!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The throw taken in by Cole. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here I come. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Oh, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, we're just going to see a knee, and that's it.
I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now guys trying to get to the outside. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
53, Mike. Tackle.
Rocco 80. Come 19. Come 19.
Safety's creeping.
Now this is complete on the slant route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65. 65. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now it's Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
53 is the mic. 53.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Let's go.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to the field. It's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Again, it's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
You can't block me.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Now back to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Let's do it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tighten up, tighten up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
53's mine. Check 53.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
I got you, boy. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Buffalo 18.
I'm coming, boys.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You got to figure down along the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the mic. Watch 57. 6-man.
It's Geis on the counter. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
56, right there, 56.
Here we go, here we go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I see you, boy. I see you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Here we go.
A big play there. 84 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Get him, boy.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Man, I got you.
On play action, Allen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you got a guy to run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the slant.
Mike 54.
Off the play fake. Allen, he'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now Allen to throw. Off the play fake. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expect the offense coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here it comes.
Mike's 59.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
You ain't doing nothing today.
That's the penalty. It's Henry. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Let him know, let him know. 59.
They'll leave it on the ground. It's Henry, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Go.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Ricky.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Las Vegas, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.